story of the merchant and the barber. The events of this story take place in a town called Kitchener, where a merchant named Tommy lived with his wife Rihanna. They were affluent, residing in a palace and owning vast lands. Tommy was a good man who did not boast about his wealth and worked hard throughout his life. His wife, Rihanna, was extremely wise, never allowing anyone to leave her house empty-handed. Tommy and Rihanna became well known in their town, inviting people on every occasion, treating them with kindness and respect. Their home was always open to guests who received valuable gifts and a variety of luxurious foods. One day, Tommy said to his wife, "Have you noticed how everyone loves us? We will never go hungry or be in need, as these kind people around us will never abandon us." Rihanna replied wisely, "My dear husband, your generosity is commendable, but they come to us only for what we do. I doubt they would help us in any adversity." Tommy insisted, "That's nonsense. Don't think like that, they are our people." Rihanna warned, "I know you won't listen, and I hope the days will prove you wrong." Soon enough, the wife's concerns materialized as Tommy learned in the summer that he had lost his goods at sea. He searched for the ships but couldn't find them, leading him to pay substantial sums to his customers. Tommy sought help from his friends, but they evaded him, leaving him alone. When he returned home, Rihanna asked, "What happened? Did you find someone to help us?" Tommy responded, "No, it seems everyone has their own problems, they won't help us." Rihanna knew that Tommy's friends were making excuses, but she also knew her husband wouldn't believe it. Therefore, she chose to remain silent. The merchant had to sell his lands to cover his losses, but the money wasn't enough. He sold his palace too and paid off all his debts. Now poor, he lived in a small house and worked on someone else's land for money, while Rihanna worked as a teacher to assist in their livelihood. They persevered in their work, and despite life's numerous challenges, they never ceased to be kind and respectful to others. Their funds were just enough to host one person each day, but they had no valuable gifts or luxurious food, only their welcoming spirit and warm conversation. Time passed, and the guests did not come. Those whom Tommy considered friends ignored him and continued their paths without a smile. He became frustrated and returned home, saying to Rihanna, "You were right, they were not friends. They only came to us for gifts and hospitality. I wish I had listened to you. I'm sorry, Rihanna, I've become bankrupt, and I won't provide you with a lavish life anymore." Rihanna smiled and reassured him, "Never, my dear. I am happy with you. Even if others don't support us in adversity, we won't change who we are. You are a man of principles, and your faithfulness will be rewarded." However, Tommy was deeply disheartened and thought to himself, "She says this because she loves me. I was a fool. God won't reward me for my foolishness. How can I bear this? Isn't death better than feeling guilty?" He went to sleep, blaming himself, and dreamt of an Indian sage who said to him, "Tommy, come, let me help you." Tommy, bewildered, asked, "Who are you?" The sage replied, "I am a wise man, and I've come to assist you. Don't lose yourself over troubles, face them." Tommy, in despair, said, "I am foolish, I can't bear this." The sage reassured, "You're not a fool. A fool acts without knowing the truth. What happened to you was an unfortunate incident, and I am here to help." Tommy, skeptical, questioned, "What? How will you help me, and why haven't you done so already?" The sage explained, "Your wife is right, I came because of your loyalty and hard work for years. I will reward you. Listen carefully. Tomorrow, I will knock on your door in this appearance. Hit the back of my head with a stick, and I will turn into a box of gold. Your wealth will return to you. Remember not to strike another wise man, or you will be punished." Tommy woke up, saying, "A strange dream, surely because I was thinking about money." The next day, he found a barber and said, "Come in. Tommy sat to have his hair cut. When someone knocked on the door again, he said to his wife, "What should I do? Is that the sage?" His wife replied, "The sage?" Tommy said, "Yes, quickly, give me the stick." His wife asked, "A stick?" Tommy responded, "I don't have time to explain." Hurry, Tommy didn't finish cutting his hair before he ran to the sage, holding the stick. The sage entered the house, and Tommy struck him on the back of his head. Suddenly, a bright light flashed, and the sage disappeared, leaving behind a box of gold. Rihanna exclaimed, "Lord, what is all this gold?" Tommy, overjoyed, said, "Yes, we are no longer poor." The merchant felt happiness to the point of forgetting that the barber was still in the house, witnessing everything. Tommy, in his joy, overlooked the fact that the barber was still there and had seen everything. The barber, witnessing the turn of events, thought to himself, "Wow! This is how one becomes rich. It's so easy." On the next day, the barber hatched a plan. He went to the wise men's gathering, invited them to his house, and, after some hesitation, they agreed to accompany him. Once inside, the barber closed the door, took a stick, and began hitting them. One of the wise men managed to escape, seeking help from the people who broke down the door to rescue the others. The crowd, enraged by the barber's actions, tried to catch him. The barber was expelled from the town, and there was no witness except Tommy and Rihanna to everything that happened. Tommy said, "The sage was right. The fool is the one who acts without knowing the truth. The foolish barber saw me hitting the sage with a stick, turning him into gold, but he didn't know about the dream. I acted without thinking, and he was punished for hitting the wise men." If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.